challenging journey. It is not that after becoming CA, everything will be easy and it will be very smooth. It is not that.
Just wanted to start with the first and foremost question is that as a CA in India, like what do you feel after becoming a chartered accountant? Because we have heard about it that CA is very difficult course and CA is also respected in the society. CA signature is valuable. So what do you think about it and how does it feel when you actually become chartered accountant very recently?
Yeah, so it is a pretty pertinent question. So basically, I believe that CA has many much requirement in this economy, and the CA has much value, and the CA signature has also much value. So recently, if you have heard, there was the Prime Minister Modi announced that there is a much value of CA in our economy and much value of signature. So I think you can estimate that how much value is of CA if the Prime Minister is only announcing that. So after becoming CA, it is a very great journey. Like as I mentioned earlier, the journey was full of ups and downs. Like first we were uh, striving hard to grab this much awaited degree, but after CA, the struggles are also much real. Like the job searching and building your personality, communication skills more, like more. So it is also a challenging journey. It is not that after becoming CA, everything will be easy and it will be very smooth. It is not that thing. It is like you have your share of struggles, and you should like face it and thrive to it.
Okay, right. So it is not completely true that after becoming chartered accountant, everything will
Yes.
come at your place very quickly and everything. Yes, the things are going to get stabilized, but the things is that you have to start putting your efforts in also in a manner that you can grab all those opportunities. Because I think being a student of CA intermediate or CA final, right? So when you are just going to the corporate world for the first time, or any organization or any firm you are going for the first time, so you learn over there, so you have different sort of challenges. But when you become chartered accountant, I think that time you already know that kind of pressure is going to get come, and this time pressure will be much more higher because you have bigger responsibility in the corporate life, and you have to handle the clients as well, and so many things, right? So I think that is why this course is beautiful, because I think this course is teaching you that you have to manage your academic skills, right? Your concepts are clear about the basics of fundamental of finance, accounting, auditing, taxation, even costing as well. So and when you are going to the corporate world, you are learning as well, right? So that's why all of these things are coming together and falling in one place and making this course so beautiful, I think so. Yeah, so that is what I have heard about this particular course. And one more thing I just wanted to ask you. See, it is not about only for CA, CMA, or CS. It is just one thing I just want to ask you. When we are as a fresher, right? When we just have completed our graduation, or maybe some of us have completed our post graduation, some of us have completed our intermediate, right, of CA, CMA, whatever it is. When we are going to join any organization for the first time, what sort of skills should we have? Like, I'm not talking about the marks, good marks and everything, I'm just keeping it aside. Apart from that, your what are the skills that like opposite person is looking as a fresher or as an intern when you are joining over there?
So, Raj, it totally depends on the role. First of all, what kind of role you are entering into, and for the basic skills, I must answer that the company is obviously looking for good communication skills, and also for a person who is ready to take lead, and who is ready to take challenges and adventures coming his way. So basically, the basic skills are time management, problem solving, and critical thinking, I must say.
Okay. So you say you highlighted 3 points like time management, critical thinking, and your communication skill, and you must have the ability to adapt the like a difficult situation, or you must
Yeah.
accept that situation, because as a intern or as a fresher, you are expected to do some sort of, you are expected to take some sort of responsibility by your own, right, to actually thrive in the corporate career, I think.
Yeah, and also problem solving is the one of the skill. So you should know how to solve and uh, solve and thrive to a particular problem, because it is a very important skills in the corporate world, because there will be many cases where there will be much of the problem related to work only, and you have to deal with clients. So in that, the problem solving skill is very important, because at sometimes you have to deal with clients on your own, and you have to solve the problem of the client, and not if not of client, you have to deal with the challenges in work also. That's why.
Okay, okay, right. So definitely these kind of things we should be keeping inside in our mind when we are actually going to the corporate world or any organization for the first time, because we have the academic knowledge, right? We have been taught all the subjects by our teachers, all the coaching classes that we have taken. From there, we have learned about the fundamentals of different things. Now it is also the time to actually understand that how does it actually, how we can implement this in the corporate world or in the organization, because at very first time we are not going to do that, or we are not going to have a lot of work, because first time you will have lesser work, then slowly it will keep on increasing and you have to show your responsibility as well. So I am also observing that while back in those days when I joined my internship, right? So that point in time, it was really very difficult for me to cope up with all of these things. How even I used to constantly think that if I do make mistake, what would be the implication on that particular report? Especially, actually, I'm doing my internship in the audit field, internal audit and concurrent audit. So yeah, that is why I thought that if I put any mistake in the report, then what would be the implication? Like what the seniors or managers will be thinking about that. So yeah, a lot of questions were coming inside my mind. But over the period of time, I have seen that seniors are working in such a manner. The senior articles are working in such a manner. So they are making me understand that yeah, some of the things will come in to the place at the right time. Just you need to put your efforts and you need to observe the things. And most importantly, you need to see the previous work. No matter what job you are doing, be it tax, be it audit, be it anything, I think previous report or previous work that the other people have done. So if we observe that, we can find out the solution, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, great. So yeah, one thing I also want to highlight the skill of we have to be patient. So one case I would like to discuss related to this. So basically, during when I was searching for my industrial training, before I converted my position in JP Morgan, so it was also a very challenging phase in that time. So at that time, I got the reward from the company in the span of 1 month. So it was a very huge time I waited, and it was just because I was very patient and I was patiently applying for companies and the role I wanted. So this is also one of the key skill one should inculcate in the corporate world, because this skill is also very necessary.
Right, right. Definitely. And this skill is going to help you a lot, I think, in such a manner that you will have your thriving career or learning opportunity. So I think I have seen that you have worked in Grant Thornton and JP Morgan, right? These are the two big organizations. Even Grant Thornton is coming under Big Six, I think, right?
Yes, yes.
And JP Morgan is also a very good company and reputed company. So one key thing I just wanted to ask you, that is that like when you started applying for those companies, right, for your industrial training, as you have mentioned that you have to be patient, right? Many of us are not patient that when the reply will come. So how
Hmm.
many rounds of interview was there in JP Morgan, especially?
So basically, for the industrial trainees, it was only one round for me. Because for CA freshers, they usually take 2 to 3 rounds. But for the industrial trainees, it usually depends on the department also. But for me, it was a one round only
Okay, for you it
for
was
JP
only
Morgan.
one. Okay, and
Yes.
Grand Thornton also same, or it was
No,
different?
Grant Thornton, it was 2 rounds.
Okay, okay, it was
So
student.
yeah, yeah. So first, basically, if we include the HR round also, it will be 3 rounds for Grant Thornton and 2 rounds for JP Morgan. So basically, the HR round will only be on the call. So it's just a basic round where HR will ask you about certain basic details, where you live and how immediately you can join and all that.
Okay.
So
So basic questions will be there on the HR round, and then technical questions
yeah,
will come on the like a technical
yeah,
round, right?
yeah.
Okay, that's a good thing. Okay, now I coming back to the specific point that is, what is the importance of English? Now coming back to this point because both of these two organizations are really largely actually, having their branches in the like in the entire world also. So they are actually dealing in defense services also. So what is the importance of English? Suppose for a person who is not having the good command over this language, how he can improve, and what is your points about English speaking in terms of interview, cracking these jobs, and how English has helped you to crack this interview and all?
Okay. So firstly, I will discuss the importance of English. So as I mentioned, for the big organization, they have usually have international clients also and big corporate clients also. So to deal with them, we have to know good communication skills and a good amount of English. So basically, when I was working in JP Morgan, I have to report to the Boston team. So this for communicating to the Boston team, we obviously have to speak in English. So that is very important thing in the big corporates. And apart from the big corporates and this job thing, I believe that English language has much importance also apart from this only, because it is a universal language, and everywhere we go that English should be like at least we should know some amount of English to communicate our thoughts. So basically, if anyone is not knowing English or not have a good command of it, so I would suggest that he or she should do practice, or like there are many English shows and channels nowadays. So, he or she can watch those channels and with subtitles. So, the vocabulary will improve, and entertainment will also not stop because the channels will be interesting only. So, first point is practice. Second is seeing a large amount of English content or any such uh, documentary and such things. And yeah, I think these 2 points will be enough. And like keep reading new words to improve the vocabulary. So because the main problem people faces is the words do not come to the mind when we start speaking. So if we practice and continuously practice and reading, improving our vocabulary, so the new words will also start coming to our mind. So that's the case. That's the thing I believe one should practice. And for me, uh, like from the very childhood, I was in the English medium school only. So from very childhood, I started practicing and all. And when I grew up, I uh, had to deal with the corporates, and these curriculum of the CA final is also was in English. So basically, I think nowadays basic English everyone knows, but to have a good command, these two things will be important.
Okay, right. So you mentioned that you highlighted some few points that you need to watch some content that you most like, that could be entertaining content. But if it is in English language, that will be helpful because at the same time you are getting entertainment as well, and also at the same time you are learning something which is absolutely helpful. Because as you have mentioned that these posts like if it is not at all sales job or other type of job, if it is a technical job like finance, tax, audit, then you have to do work over there, but at the end of the day you have to report to your manager where you have to talk and convey your message that why you have written. So I think especially for the audits, I think if I talk about audits, then what are the observations that you have written in your report that you have to convey to the manager that yes, on the basis of this document or on the basis of that findings, I have made this observation that yeah. So you have to convey that message, and in the big organization this communication will be done in English language. And I think not only for CA, CMA, or this profession, finance profession, CFA, CCA, whatever it is, also for others like MBAs, salespersons also, they also have should have this command, because for them it is very mandatory, right? In the sales job you need to convey the message. If it is a international sales job where you need to have you need to talk with the international clients, so definitely you need to be talking with them, you need to interact with them daily basis and so many things. So I think overall these English is important. As I am watching also one thing nowadays I am doing that is helping me out, that whenever I am purchasing any class right of my CMA final, so I just purchase, mostly I try to find the teachers who are teaching exclusively in English language. So there are teachers who are teaching.
Nice.
So in that way, I am learning also. And today I don't think that earlier I used to do one thing, that when I was in CMA intermediate. So along with my friends, I used to purchase the classes in Hindi language. So yeah, that point in time, yes, concepts were clear, everything I got to know. But then I thought that why not to take it in English language so that I can get also learn also. And there are South Indian teachers as well. There are other teachers as well who is teaching in English language also. So definitely, which is helping me a lot. And I feel that whatever study you are doing, I think if you have that option of taking the classes in English language, that would be best for you, because you get the English environment over there, I think.
Yeah, great thing to be noted that you can take the classes in English language so your English can be improved. Yeah, great thing.
Yeah, but yes, the problem is that every time we do not find the teachers in English language, like those who are teaching in English language. But yeah, there are some specific teachers are also available in this industry, CACM
Yeah, we
industry. So
can do yeah, we can do as much as possible now. Like if they are available, we can take. If it is not available, then what we can do? We only have to do take in mixed language. So it is
right.
fine for that.
Yeah, yeah, right. If possible, if the chances are there, then we can take it. Otherwise, we can just go ahead with the whatever options that we do have available in our hands also. Yeah. And one more question I want to ask you, that like what is the like a day when you become chartered accountant, right? When you actually saw your result, how was your feeling, and what was the like? Did you recall the journey that you have made for entire 4, 5, whatever years, or 6, whatever years? So how was it feeling? So when you become chartered accountant at, I think, May 24, right? This time May 24
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have given. Yeah, and
Yes,
when the result came, I think at
11 July.
11th July. So how was that day?
It was, this is a very beautiful question, I must say. So it was a very overwhelming feeling because I was having tears in my eyes, and it was a very overwhelming feeling. I could recall all of my journey from CPT till CA final, the struggles in the articleship phase and all. So yeah, it was a great journey, and it was a great day for me. It was full of joys and celebration.
Okay.
That's
So you really recalled all of these things that you have done during that journey, and there's just at all a flashback, right? When you see the result, it's not only the one day that suddenly 11th July you got the result and you become chartered accountant. It's all about that 5 years. Even I should say that CPT and intermediate also is contributing very large amount of success towards to becoming a chartered accountant as well. If I leave CA final or CA articleship, CA intermediate and also CA foundation is also contributing towards to the success of entire becoming a chartered accountant as well, I think.
Yeah, obviously, because these two exams will create a base for CA final, obviously. Because, like in CPT, you just learn basic concepts, and in CA intermediate, it is more advanced than CPT. So it will all obviously help to ace our journey in CA finals. That's why it
Okay.
is level 1 and level 2, obviously.
Right, right. Very good also. So thank you for this session, and thank you for coming and accepting my request. I really thank you for it also. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Raj.
Amazing, because now she is going to post more videos or more contents on LinkedIn, because she has already become chartered accountant, so she is having really good knowledge on that and she has experience. So definitely I hope that we are expecting you to post a lot of post regarding finance or regarding challenges that you faced, so that we can get benefited out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, Raj. And you are also doing an amazing thing, educating the students related to English language and many other things. So it is a great initiative. Thank you for
Okay.
inviting me.